Thanks again, ladies and gentlemen, for coming back to the Everyday Black Men podcast. We got an exciting segment. We got Black Libertarian. He just came in the building, and we about to go now. Since we moved on from this, I'm gonna skip the Back in My Day album review for the third week. I promise. I'm gonna get to you. I'm gonna get to you album next week. But you guys have brought up something in my mind, which
Hey, wait. Time is money, homie, and I don't waste either. I love pussy and liquor, but I don't chase either. Old song.
Well, I appreciate it. And this week, I'm going to go to my nigga I'm disappointed. And I'm going to skip over Terry Crews because he deserves to be a footnote in our conversations because he's not worth anything. And we all knew he wasn't shit. But sadly, you have to come down to Pornhub because this week we found out that Pornhub keeps rape videos up and doesn't give a shit unless you get a court order, which was news to me. I didn't know they keep them rape videos up there with them girls.
I don't use Pornhub, bro.
I'm glad you don't. I'm glad you don't. Man, I was a big.
I mean, I'll start if they got good videos up, not the rape.
I mean, but that's
I've never been a fan.
Wait a minute. Wait. Are we talking? Okay, we can't obviously be talking about actual rape videos. We're talking about acting.
No.
Right?
Pornhub had videos of women who were actually being raped up.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. Yeah. They had actual victims of sexual assault up. I always thought the people who watched the real girls do porn thing were a little bit creepy, but come to find out most of those girls were basically told that they had to perform. That's why they look so uncomfortable. It was so realistic because it was. But going past that, that's questionable stuff. Questionable coercion. But no, they actually had a girl who came forward this week on Twitter, and she was like, "Look, I was raped at like 17 to 18, and my rapist uploaded this stuff to Pornhub. They were making all this money off of it."
I have to see the video, and not to be a sicko. Like, was she actually raped, or she was just recording and trying to come back and say she was raped? I mean, that's what I'm asking.
I see why he says that because that's the accountability.
Nobody ever. I know people don't like those questions; they're uncomfortable. But I know people who've done that same thing on tape, all cool, but then they be like, "Oh, it was rape." I'm just like, and nobody ever questioned it because I'm like, "Yeah, I know who you were."
Well, there's always the regretful porners, but no, she actually was able to get it because she had a court order, and that's kind of I think what the problem is like if someone can prove that it's them and they can say, "Hey, look, like I don't give a shit what the company's saying, like I want you to take this down." I think they should have the ability to do that, and people can be mad. Well, what about the porn business? I'm like, look at the billions we've made enough porn. All right. Any porn video that's up there.
I don't know if we made enough, but because sometimes you get bored of seeing the same women. But
porn age is like 27, so I mean, you're always perpetually going to be seeing new women.
What I'm saying is, porn should be. I agree with you in the sense of you should be able to take it down, even if it was consensual. But it's the internet; it's never really truly down.
I mean, that's also true. Like, I can't stop residual things. But I mean, for Pornhub, for some, especially like Pornhub had been so quote unquote sex positive, quote unquote doing this, quote unquote doing that. For this to all come out, and for them to just be like, I mean, fuck you niggas, watch our porn. It was just kind of a bit demoralizing when you have all these other options. So what I'm saying to your listeners and people of that nature, you have Professor Gaia, that is Gaia. She's a black porn star. She does a little bit of everything. But you got her. She's an actual porn star who's doing it herself, and she's got porn that you can buy. She's got porn that you can watch. She's got porn of all types. And then you've got, some of the female, shouldn't say female. Some of the pro-women sex ones that are coming out.
Is it Gaia Monroe or just
she might have used the name Gaia Monroe, but it was at first just Professor Gaia was what she went under.
Look at them boobs.
Yeah,
boobs. I'm sorry. I'm doing research with this people.
Okay. All right. Yeah, she definitely has some big stuff. And I mean, she puts out a sizable amount of content out there. But she's got an OnlyFans that you can subscribe to for very minimal money, and you can have access to all of her content, for your viewing pleasure and the pleasure of your partners and whoever else you decide to watch porn with. But there's plenty of options in this day and age to where people don't have to. Because that's what people are saying. They're like, "Well, I can't watch Pornhub." I'm like, you realize Pornhub is not even the only site. Pornhub, yes, it's like 25% of the market, but the other 75% of the market is still pretty fucking big. Like, there's no excuse.
What, red tube still hot?
I mean, RedTube is still
I don't know.
available. I wouldn't say hot. I mean, X Hamster is still pretty big too, and I mean, you of course got other people like the
XNX, X
exactly. Like,
videos.
there's
Uh,
plenty of choices. You don't have
what
to
else
choose
is there?
Pornhub, people. That's all I'm saying.
I always like XNX or X videos. They're the
Yeah,
same people. If because their videos be the same.
I bet they do. But so people, we've got options. So y'all just go somewhere else. We don't have to go to Pornhub, and we can move on with our lives. Welcome to the podcast, Black Libertarian. Thank you for joining us.
What's going on?
Not much, man. We were just talking about relationship segment of the podcast, and you have joined us. So now you're in.
At the perfect time.
Exactly, exactly. I was explaining to them who B Simone is. I'm assuming you don't know her.
Who?
B Simone.
No.
I think I know her. I've dealt with her before.
Okay, well, yeah, B Simone. She makes these manifestation
What?
things, and she talks
Yeah.
a lot about how you just need to manifest your destiny. And so she got famous for a video where she said that she doesn't want to date a man who works a 9 to 5.
Oh, I saw her. Yeah.
Yeah, the internet dragged her,
Dragged her hard.
only for it to come out later on that she used and plagiarized for the people who made her books. So she didn't write her own books, and the books that were written were plagiarized. And so
A lot of people don't write their own books.
I know, but most of them don't get hit with plagiarism.
You saw Obama snitch on his wife talking about, well, I wrote my own book because she, had a writer.
I mean, that's low key petty, and it's kind of fun.
Obama is petty.
He is. He is. I mean, then again, like she been making money over money hand over fist. So I think he's like, man, this power dynamic used to be pretty good because when they first started dating, she was the breadwinner, and then he became senator. So then he became a little more powerful, and then he became president. King Dangling powerful, and then she started making more money with her book selling out. Which I
Nah,
mean,
she'll make more money than him.
no, she's making more money with her book deal. Like Obama. In fact, the way that they did it, I'm glad that you bring that up. Was actually how you should do it as a marriage thing. They were originally only going to give her a deal, and she negotiated it to where they had to give her a very large percentage, but they also had to take another book from him, which is how you should. You keep your partner on for all your business deals.
Well, allegedly, together they're worth only about 40 million.
Yeah, but that's fine. I mean, nigga, you president of the United States. You can carry that to the grave.
Hold on. Why are they saying 70 million by himself? I don't know, but these lists always be kind of
I
big.
mean, net worth is a tricky thing because it depends on who's evaluating it. But what I wanted to say about B Simone is that she wants a husband, when she tried to re-explain it, who can catch flights at the drop of a dime.
Yo, I wish you. Hold on, pause right here. Pause right here. I want you to insert Bishop's rant.
Look, man, black women want a man that works. Mad money, got all the time in the world to spend with him. He's street as fuck, but he's also extremely corporate. He's acclimated to any situation or any circumstance.
So they want a Tommy
like
Goes
crazy,
hybrid.
And he's the kitty cat. You know what I mean? Every night for him, know what I mean? And then wakes up in the morning and goes to work for 1 hour, makes $1 million, comes back and spends all day with him. Possible is what I'm saying.
So she wants Bishop's rant, pretty much, right?
Yeah, she wants Bishop's rant.
Yeah, you gotta put Bishop's rant in there.
So it sounds like she wants to be a consumer.
Basically.
You know what I mean? Yeah, I don't think that's a good goal to have, even if she does have as much money as she says she does. And I'm doing air quotes. I know you all can't see me, but nobody who makes that amount of money wants to continue being a consumer and look for somebody else so they can be even more of a consumer if they expect to maintain wealth. It seems kind of like an idiocracy. But
yeah, because I've been studying,
okay.
as I alluded to earlier, millionaires and things they don't do. Like they don't buy cars. They don't put themselves in debt, like in order to achieve millionaire status. And they're like, "What you mean by millionaire? We're not talking about people with hundreds of $1 million. We're talking about the 90% of people who come up from nothing and in their 50s and 60s become millionaires. Those kind of people. They avoid a lot of the same things, credit card traps, all that kind of stuff. Like they was looking at debt. Like if you look in, like it was Dave Ramsey, it was just quite interesting. If you look in black neighborhoods, you see what they call them, payday loans, car. What are those people who you put your title up? Title loans, lottery tickets. All these things are sold in quote unquote economically depressed areas. The middle area, middle income. What do we call them here? The average Americans or middle Americans. There is a credit card debt, car loans, house loans, and student loans, and then rich people and their debt is like property. It was some weird property taxation and like it was something else. I can't remember the third thing. And I just made me look at everything differently because I'm like, yo, I ain't never did no title on that shit. Crazy as fuck to me. But people got to do it sometimes. But
Yeah.
like the fact that they don't exist in, I've never seen a title loan place in fucking. We live in Georgia. I'm gonna say Swanee or someplace like that.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
Mm.
I don't know, man.
But
That's a good call. Like,
so she looks at the idea of being rich, not necessarily the people, the real people are not rich or wealthy. She just likes the idea of what she see on TV, and a lot of women romanticize that and don't think about the real life because again, once you insert Bishop's rant, that rant right there that was just played, that that is TV. Like that's not real. Like that's not. If that's real, then it's only for a select few. And we're talking about like what's that guy name? Elon Musk types. Like he could do shit like that. That guy, I don't know if y'all read that poem. The guy from Amazon, Jeff Bezos, that poem he released. Well, he didn't release it. His wife released on his girlfriend. Yo, that nigga is a wonderful writer.
yeah, that nigga showed everybody if you gonna cheat, nigga, cheat better. Gotta
That's
cheat
just
up.
beautiful, bro.
Yeah.
I was
He did.
like,
He did.
damn.
He actually was in love with that woman. Like you don't see that very often. Like this nigga was in love. Like this nigga's writing her sonnets and shit, and she's over here.
Correct, bro.
His wife got
He
mad. Like
was
I'm gonna put
like
this out here
Euphrates
so
wrote
he
it.
can gain more clout. Because you realize you just made it seem like now you're the bitter woman who's mad that his swag letters are going to someone else.
Man, and they were beautiful. And mm,
They were
they
beautiful.
were.
They were
They were.
beautiful.
They
They were
were
wonderful.
beautiful.
They're
Like
wonderful.
I would never write something like that about a woman. I was trying. That just came. That shit. I couldn't stop saying bitch. Like bitch, I
Oh,
fuck with
he had,
you.
he had several problems. He had several
Bitch, I
problems.
fuck with you. I fuck with you like that, my bitch. Cause you my bitch. You ain't nobody else, bitch. Bitch.
Yeah, yeah. This is exactly why you don't get any of that. But bullshit aside, where I was going with this is, despite how
Couldn't stop saying the
stupid
word bitch.
her argument is, what should black men be manifesting in the women they want? If we're gonna say that it's cool for her to request all this shit, that obviously is commercialism, what should black men be requesting and manifesting into their lives?
I think I have no issue with what that's what
Uh,
she wants. But what I'm saying is, I think earlier we always have the discussion of black women always defining what they think a black man should be. And men typically don't do that when it comes to women. You have your choices. You don't really say them out loud. So right now would be a perfect time to kind of everybody get that out with this discussion. So what would be? Let's go in alphabetical order. That would be
You're gonna
God,
go with
man.
the black libertarian, or you can go with
Black
Armistead
liberty.
first.
Let's go liberty. Oh, Armstead. Give us the
Yeah, I'm
the
still.
relationship that you would like with a woman. Let's go with a black woman if you're gonna go that route. Me myself is just a woman. If she happens to be black, that's wonderful. More likely she would be. But if I find me a woman of another race and it seems to work, whatever. But Armstead, you go first.
Okay, Dave Chappelle.
Definitely, the number one first thing first is peace. I know a lot of people think sex is like the top of the totem pole, which it's pretty close, but it's the main thing is peace. I just want to be able to come home and then like everything that was stressful throughout the day that I did have, if I did have a stressful day, that it all just disappears once I walk in the door. You know, that's first thing. Of course, second thing is understanding and the nurturing. You know what I'm saying? Like and just the loving feel of not I don't want no female that's tough. You know what I'm saying? Like a dude. Hey, bruh. You know what I'm saying? Like all that. Like that extra aggressive stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Be a woman. You know what I'm saying? Be womanly. I ain't even gonna say that. You know what I'm saying? Because you know I don't really there's some. I mean, there's some females that's probably from New York that don't have that type of attitude or have that personality. You know, so
Attitude
they're
kind of
different
way. I mean,
personalities.
sometimes
I've
a
met a
woman just be
couple.
like, "Yo, I just want to wear my fitted, and I want to do X, Y, Z." And you're like, "That sounds great, but why'd you start with your fitted?" Because it was actually one time I saw a video that a girl made, and it was going great, and I'm like, "Why did you your hat on through that whole thing?" Like she was like, I just got a rep. I'm like, but that's not really you sending me like a video of you. That's you sending me a video that is a promotion for the New York Yankees.
Yeah, and also, you know, I don't want a slave, but at the same time, I want her to be kind of
Oh,
submissive. You
that's
know what
not
I'm saying?
slavery.
Condescension.
Like, I'm
That
not
has
gonna
to do
tell
with
you any.
wanting a woman who is biblical and who also wants to submit, because submission is an act of power. But let the liberals tell it submission is the worst thing in the world, and it's like, I mean, okay, so y'all not gonna submit to God? So you telling me if God came down here right now, y'all going to war with God because y'all don't believe God is right? Okay, cool, fine, whatever.
Yeah, you know, I don't like when I say kind of submissive. Like, I mean, she definitely gonna have a say so when it comes to certain stuff. You know, so I mean, I'm not always right. You know what I'm saying? And that I can admit. You know, sometimes I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. So,
Well,
you
true,
know,
true.
if I don't know what I'm talking about, definitely, you know, take over. I'm not the I'm not the smartest person in the world.
I mean, it takes a big man to admit that, because I already think he's hand to God the smartest nigga in the room.
Oh my God, bro. Well, if he was saying this, bro, I was like, I'm always. Even when I'm wrong, I'm just not right yet. Even when I'm wrong,
I told
wrong,
you, I
I'm
told
right.
you, I told
I'm just right, right. You just saying it wrong. Even when I'm wrong, you saying it wrong.
It's that pride, like a herd of lions. He can't even admit when he's sometimes not the smartest person in the room. Like, I mean, it just is what it is. But I felt you on that, Armstead. I feel you on that. Black libertarian. What?
Every time, boy, yo, he described his girl to me recently, and I have a comment when he said it. It was hilarious.
I want a maid, a chef, and a prostitute.
All in the same woman?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So you dating a woman who's not from America? Got you. Awesome. All right.
Well, I mean, no, let me clarify that. Like,
So she needs citizenship bad.
I no no. I know it's good to look at it like that, but like, I don't, I can't, I can't. Let me take this stupid ass mask off. I can't sit here and support the idea of vague terms to describe a relationship, like trust and love, etc., etc. Those things mean nothing because they differentiate from person to person to person. They have no true static value. And because they have no true static value, I can't use those terms to describe the perfect woman.
Okay.
You know what I mean? To be honest with you, yeah. A maid, a whore, and a chef. Better yet, articulates the best things that I want, because a whore is going to be not only street smart,
Yeah.
she's going
Very
to be
true.
good with
Very
her
true.
money, and she's going to be good at sexual relations. Someone who's a chef is good at organizing and chemistry. You know what I mean? And I know it sounds like I'm bullshitting about things that sound disturbing.
You're 100% so far, sir.
Yeah, she's good at chemistry, organizing, and preparing food, and keeping a schedule and managing her time. And somebody who's a maid, she's very good at getting things done in a timely process, keeping order, and she knows how to make things look nice. And I feel like a woman like that, we'd be able to converse very well. The only other attribute I'd ask her to have is an open mind to new knowledge. Things. I would not like a liberal woman, even though I know Ricochet believes all women are liberal.
Well,
I
I
still
mean,
don't
this is about you. So I think actually that is quite possibly
agree.
one of the best things that you've described as far as process. I think in the time that we have been together and had you on the podcast. So that was awesome. I mean, I can't really say anything that would add. I guess I'll go next, and then our read. But for me, I want a woman who understands that there's going to be peaks and valleys. That relationships change over time, and that means our needs change over time. So, the same loving you might be giving me in the first year might need to be different loving in the fourth year, and might need to be completely different in the eighth year. But that also kind of going back to what you said, Black Libertarian, is that she does need to have an open mind to new knowledge. Like, we can't just sit here and believe that old ways of doing things are different, because coronavirus has just completely changed the way that we do business, the way that we interact with each other, the way that we do podcasting. So we got to be open to that. Um, I also want a woman who wants to be a child rearer, somebody who wants to be able to do it. Because I already understand, like, look, that's just, I love children, I love to do that, but my goal as a man, biblically, is to bring the money and protect the homestead. That's what God had called on me to do. So those are the things that I'm gonna do. I can't necessarily manage the day to day, making sure that we got enough Pampers, make sure we got enough stuff. I can go pick up things from the store. Ladies, don't even try to come for me. I'm not the guy who's gonna be like, oh, I couldn't do any of that because I had to prepare for my business meeting. No, as you were saying as well, Armstead, like, everybody can be organized, but we need to make certain that we understand what our role is in relationships, because too many people got the game all the way messed up. So I just want her to have open mind. I want her to understand love needs to be different. I need her to be a child rearer, and I need a woman who's greedy. And what I mean that is, I mean greedy. I don't mean that in some euphemism or something. I need a woman who wants more, because I need her to motivate me to want more, so that if I start being like, whatever, I want a woman who's like, hey, like, we need to go do the next business. We got to get the next thing ready. Like, I can't have somebody who's going to be like, oh yeah, I'm okay with, we're doing pretty good in Georgia. All right, why don't we expand to Florida? Why don't we do the next? Like, I need someone who understands, like, we have to have a king and queen and just sort of a conqueror's mindset. Like, we're doing the first generation of doing things, and I appreciate what my previous family members had done, where they to put me in this position that I'm in currently, but I've got to make the rest of the kingdom. Like, I'm not trying to be here in 100 years and be like, yeah, there's nothing from my family line that is in the history books. I want some shit. I need some shit. So I gotta put myself in the position so my kids can be in the position. And that starts with finding the right woman who has the right mindset. But R. Reed, I can't wait to hear what you're gonna say.
See, man, this girl, man, I know she don't exist, but what she would have is a sarcastic sense of humor, but also like a logical perspective. She would have a pretty face with or without makeup. Also a smile that lights up a room. And she smiles a lot. I want her to be classy, you know what I mean? Have a great body. She goes to the gym. I ain't gonna go with her, but she can go. Um, she does not go. She's not really. Hold on. I want her to not always dress provocatively, but on rare occasions she does. Does that make sense?
It does. It does. Like, go to
So
Vegas.
yeah, and I want her to be, confident in who she is, but don't crave attention. So I guess she will be somewhere in there. She always, like, her demeanor is kind of calm and doesn't like to argue. I want her to be a little bit modest, selfless, uh, and sexually submissive, of course. So infrequently, you want her to be dominant. You know what I mean? You know? When she cries, it's so rare, it breaks your
Oh,
heart. You know what I mean? I don't want nobody crying off because I can't stand that shit. It's one of my weaknesses, a woman crying. I don't want her to get, and when she like does get mad, I want it to be cute. Like my little daughter, when she get mad, I can see it. It's cute to me. I mean, I don't. That's weird to say that about my daughter, but it's cute to me. But I see the same thing in a woman for the most part. I want her to have her own hobbies and her own. And don't always need to be in my shit. You know what I mean? Go mind your goddamn business. Um.
That's a good point.
Uh. What else? I want to be, I be able to sit in the room drinking champagne in an elegant dress, and at the same time, we sit down, eat some noodles, watch TV. You know what I mean?
Okay, all
On
right.
the couch,
For sure.
just
She got
chilling.
this
You
for
know what I
sure.
mean? You know what I'm saying? I doubt this woman exists. What else?
I think she does exist.
What else, man?
Everything you've asked.
Yeah, she's 15.
You're not wrong. You're
She
not
ain't been
wrong.
ruined yet. She
She,
ain't been ruined yet.
she's somewhere between the ages of 15 to 22, and as long as you get to her in the next 6 years, you're gonna be cool.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
that was
She's
That
15.
is weird.
Y'all terrible.
I
Y'all leave these women alone. There's some good women out there who ain't been ruined. All these left them scorn and
And ladies, before you say anything, I mean want a man as in actually wants a man, not wants a body. I mean a woman who actually wants the things that a man brings to the table. Because we want
they don't.
y'all. So
They
yeah.
don't. They like they want somebody to pay their bills and they get to do what they want to fuck who they want to fuck. Then come home to you and act like everything cool. But that's kind of what he wants too.
Uh,
But I can do without the hoes, yo. The hoes ain't got to be here forever, and they can be here every now and then.
That's terrible. That's terrible. All right, switching to complete total gears. Here. So, okay, I found a girl that I fuck with in a roommate. They like eating each other's ass. They like doing anal. They like doing cops and robbers shit, bang bros, and all that stuff. Now, one of these women want to get a boyfriend. They want to add him into what we currently do. I'm not gay, but do y'all think it's wrong if I expose these women to this guy's girl? Now, there's several things that come to mind. Why are you being a jealous hater? But what do you think? You sound like you're about to start Black Libertarian.
First off, do you know them? Can I get their number?
No, no, I do not
Okay.
know them, and you cannot get their number.
hold on, what happened?
So basically, a guy found two girls who were down for whatever, and they started getting into all the freaky good stuff.
Uh,
Eventually, one of them gets a boyfriend.
uh,
They still doing all their stuff, so she's cheating off rip. But you know, he didn't add that detail because he wasn't thinking with that mindset of, hold up. So she just got a boyfriend? Nah, she probably was talking to somebody the whole time that y'all were doing all that stuff. And she just decided for whatever reason she wants to make it official. Probably to add some more dynamic because, chemistry, everything gets old eventually. She wants to add another guy in here. And he's like, nah. And do y'all think it's wrong if I expose these women? To which most people said, you're a terrible person for even suggesting it. But to me, I kind of understand. He wants to have his cake and eat it too. Because if you see some cake there, you don't want to hear not until after dinner. You want to hear, I want the cake and I want to eat it now. But you can't be mad that you got a little sliver of cake, but you don't get to have the whole piece. Like, I get it. You was living a good life, but you should have realized as a man, all things are subject to change. Now, I'm not saying that you need to join this guy screwing what used to be your two ladies, but ain't no rings on these fingers, so you got to do what it do. Yeah, go
y'all
ahead,
mind
go
if
ahead.
I
You
jump in
say.
here really quick? Is it okay? We as men do not stick together and alert each other of danger that we may be walking into, and I feel like that's a disservice that we do to each other. I don't see anything wrong. I mean, his reasoning for alerting him for his own selfishness. Now, I don't agree with that, but I think somebody should be alerted. The horror police or something. I don't know who you would call them, but somebody should know what's going on. I mean, you shouldn't just let a man walk into a bad situation like that without any, hey, heads up, you know what I mean? I just feel like that's a wrong thing to do. I mean, if you went to a company and you knew they were doing bad business, we have the Better Business Bureau, so you can go check
Whole
that to
fact.
validate their services. Why can't we do a whole fax? I'm just saying, like, why would it be bad for him to say something? I mean, like I said, maybe his reasoning for doing it is bad, but him doing it, no. We
Okay,
should
okay.
start,
I mean, I
helping
hear
the
you,
brother
but
out.
I think letting him know that his girl is suspect that he wants to date. You're right. You're right. Letting him know is doing him a favor, doing him a service. Not letting him know is probably not the best thing.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I think partially because the girls are trying to invite him into this, it's maybe not that bad because he's at least letting him know, like, when these girls invite you into it, I'm just letting you know, man, I've been in every single hole that they have, sometimes at the same time. Don't ask me how. But you need to know that they doing this, like, with both of us now. Cause you the new nigga. Like, it'd be different if she was just dating him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
but
she said, I'm
again,
bringing this nigga into what we doing.
Yeah.
I
Somebody needs to
mean,
send a flare
the
up or
fact that
something.
the fact if you just start dating a girl and y'all doing things, it's all moving and grooving, and she's like, "Oh, I got a homegirl and a homeboy I want you to meet. We have fun sometimes." You should have already known when she mentioned some other people what it was. She didn't mention some other people because she's a good Samaritan. She's letting you know that she does some dirt and she wants to get your approval.
well, bro, I'm gonna tell him this. She belonged to the streets. Never you and never me. You are a jealous ass nigga. I see, cause this bitch belonged to the streets. He's doing it out of jealousy. I don't like that. Should he expose him? Long time ago, if he was gonna do it. But now that is he getting kicked out of the situation, or is he staying in the situation?
Well, he was allowed to stay. Like, it wasn't even like they was like just exposing. They were just saying we just want to add this guy. Like, it was basically going to become an orgy because
Nah, bro, he being selfish.
He is. I mean, he absolutely is. He mad because now they're not his. It's kind of like, you see that one kid who like he has like a bucket of toys, and then like another kid come in there. He's like, I don't want to share. It's like, I mean, bro, these toys belong to the streets,
Correct, bro.
not
Because
to
I
the
mean,
streets. What you should have done is
young,
parlayed it and saying, hey, if you're gonna bring this guy in, you need to bring another girl in, because then you could at least
yeah,
still have the same kind of thing you're used
exactly.
to.
He should have brought a girl in. He's good. He's good.
well, I mean,
Oh, yeah.
You know, so let me throw a
Oh,
rant
go
a
ahead,
rant
go
in
ahead.
on that. I have a female friend of mine, and you know what I'm saying, that she's like a sister, and I'll be trying to explain to her sometimes about the situation that she got going on, and the situation she got going on. She's involved with this guy, and the guy tells her all the time, "Hey, we're not together. We are not together. We're not in a relationship. We're friends." You know, but occasionally, actually more than occasionally, he'll look out for her by either
Oh,
helping her pay
nigga,
a
no.
bill or get it, getting her car out of the shop, stuff like that. Now, you know, what I'm saying he got it. So and you know how Ti
Hey,
says he ain't
that's
taking
a
his jack,
lie, nigga.
but I'm with it. I'm with you on it. But at the same time, it is what it is. You know, I guess he really cares about her still too, because
Niggas
that's
should
why he
be
still
in
does it.
love.
But so let's just say he does mess around with other women, and he lets her know that. But she gets upset because she's like, well, he's sitting in here and he does all this stuff for me. He pays my bills, he does this and does that, but he just tells me in my face that we're not in a relationship. That's confusing. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm like, well, if he's sitting here and he's telling you that he doesn't want this from you, but you still sleep with him and stuff like that, even though he's still telling you, then to be honest with you, it's not necessarily his fault
Hey,
because
I
she
got some
feels like,
advice for you to give to her. Ask her when she go on an interview for
what
a
is it?
job, all right, and she's just on the interview, right? Does she not go on any more interviews? I mean, I mean, does she like she's interviewing, and obviously that he's telling her she won't get the job. But you can keep interviewing if you want. You know you're not getting the job, but you can either continue the interview or you can leave. They'll still give you the opportunity, but whatever. Talk because from what I understand from people who hire people, they know within the first 3 to 5 minutes if they're gonna hire you or not. And it's just the truth of it.
Man, what was I saying? I forgot.
But actually, Arm said, to go back to what you're saying, I think as Ari was saying about the job interview, she needs to understand that, look, if we not committed, we're not committed. It sounds like she's in that weird state that a lot of women and a few men get into where they think because they're getting things and because they fucking that it means anything. Because to some people, them giving you money doesn't mean anything. To other
Correct.
people, them fucking you
Right,
doesn't mean.
right. But for her, she feels like, I think, and also I know it's a little different because they've already dated. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, that's the after relationship pussy. That's
Right.
the hey, we're just kind of holding on because
I think that he likes her, but he don't like her enough to be with her again. But he's cool with being that nigga that's there, but he don't want to. And
Right. And
if
that's
she,
and that's what I'm
the
trying to
only
get
way
her.
she'll find out if she knows that if she knows that she's probably not sleeping with anyone else. But if she let him know she has options, she'll find out who he really is.
correct. If she lets him know that she got options, she will find out who he really is and whether or not he actually was here for everything or if he just wanted to use her. Because I mean, if your life is going well and you haven't found the one, it's always nice to have pussy to come home to. It's just that's just the way it
But let
is.
me ask you this though: like, would y'all really consider him really using her?
I mean, nigga,
Yes,
yes, that is
yes.
literally the definition
no,
He
of
gets
using
to
someone.
he
no,
gets to play
no.
boyfriend and not the commitment.
Correct.
But he's paying all her bills.
What?
I mean, whatever. He probably got it.
What?
Okay, back libertarian. You see where I'm coming from?
Well, no, I see where you and Black Libertarian coming from. But what I'm saying is, right now, for most of us, well, for all of us in this chat, if we paying $2,000 in bills a month, whether it's in child support or whatever, additional commitments we're gonna feel it out of our pocket. If you're making, let's say, $1 million a year, that don't feel the same. It don't hit the same. It don't sound the same because $2,000 to you is a bad weekend, whereas $2,000 to most people is rent and maybe their car note and their car insurance. But
Why
for
you?
him, for
Why,
whatever reason. it don't hit the same. So he doesn't see money.
Right.
As an old nigga used to tell me, cheat with your body, not with your money. So you bring your money home. It can be wherever. Bring your money home because that's the thing that matters the most is the stability of your current relationship. But for him, he's got the money and I know she feels like, oh, but he's doing all these things for you. He's like, yes, but for him, you're just an expensive escort. And be honest, you're not even that expensive an escort because he only has to pay for your monthly bills and he gets to have that punani and whatever things that she does on the side for free. Whereas if he was in a relationship, you'd be taking up his time so he couldn't go date other people. You'd have to be in the same domicile or y'all be seeing each other on some regular cadence. And I don't know about you guys, but time is really important to me these days. So I completely see where Brother Man is coming from. Throw a little bit of money and
That's a good trade off. What he doing? Let's say he make about 8,000 a month. Her
yeah,
asking for $500 ain't gonna really. I mean, it's just
that doesn't move the needle. And even if, especially if she says she's not asking for it all the time. I mean, if she were to start asking for it all the time, you probably would give it to her because it's way cheaper to mess with her than to find another woman who's going to be okay with the fact that you don't want a relationship. And on top of that, you want to be able to see other women on the side. Like that's much harder to get than it is to give away 500. But Shawty's tripping and she going to keep tripping because I'm not going to tell her the truth. You're not going to tell her the truth. And he ain't going to tell her the truth. Well, let me phrase that.
He has told her the truth though.
she ain't gonna believe the truth.
She's not gonna believe it for him. She dickmatized. She in that state
Yeah.
where that dick is basically putting her to a point where she's second questioning obvious shit. I mean, it happens to men too. Sometimes, you get with a woman and just the things she does in the bedroom are just so great and she don't cause you no stress.
Oh, it does.
And you be coming home to food and stuff. You be like,
Yeah,
It does.
you be like, God damn, this is the life. And then you realize at some point she doing this because she homeless.
It don't matter. She sucked the skin off.
This is what we can't. This is what we can't. But yeah, that's crazy. Okay, all right. So that guy was tripping. Or sorry, the girl in your story, Armstead, is tripping. The guy beforehand who don't want to share the streets, girls, is tripped. Third,
He just don't want to share.
yeah, he don't. He don't want to share. I mean,
I get it.
I get it. It's just ridiculous.
Because another dude is like, nigga, get out. I want this one. You can have this one.
Exactly.
All right, nigga, I want the other one.
Yeah, exactly. Y'all switch back and forth. As long as everybody concentrated on the girls, it don't matter. It don't matter at all. But
Yeah.
man, it's been a crazy week in relationships. So getting to a question that I know a lot of black men struggle with. Would you move for love? Is another one that came up this week. Would you do it? Would you move for love? And what I'm saying is, imagine if, let's say, you got a girl that you meet. She's in Atlanta for a little bit. She does pretty well for herself. And the opportunity comes up where she's like, hey, there's a new job opening at this company. I think you should apply for it. And you apply for it, get the job. It's way more than what you're making now. Only for you to come to find out this girl is going to be working in the same office as you in this other city. Now, you're not under any obligation to take the job, but you really see things going with this girl going places. You like her. She basically got you the hookup. Would you do it?
Hell no.
I thought you would say that.
Huh?
How much more money are you talking?
Let's
It
say
don't matter. Fuck that.
you're making 100K, you're gonna be making 215.
Nigga, I'm going.
I'm there.
I'm not.
But I
I'm
wouldn't
not
move for
going.
different reasons. My reasons are different. I wouldn't move for a totally different reason.
Okay, what's a totally different?
I'm
What's
not.
your reason?
I'm not leaving Atlanta no time soon for at least 70 more years.
Why 7 more years?
Jordan be 18 then.
I know. I knew exactly what it was. I was just goading you. No, I get it. I get it. You pretty much have to pay. No matter what the money is, you can't replace the time with your child. You just can't.
Yeah, I'm not. When she 18, don't care about me no more.
And on top of that, you'll still be pretty young.
Hey man, she always gonna care about her daddy.
Nah, it's different though.
I mean, it's different, but it's not because you were there the whole time. So she didn't, run out to the streets.
Hell no.
So what is your reason for hell nah, black libertarian?
You don't work in the same place with your girl. That's bad business. That's dangerous. That's danger zone. You don't go into the danger zone. There's too many problems, too many variables, too many uncontrollable circumstances.
Okay, if she got you the job at a competing firm and you were not in the same industry, would you do it?
No.
So your team do not move for love.
No, I'm team. I would move if I found my own job. I wouldn't want her to have anything to do with it. Because if we break up, she could have something to do with me getting fired. You feel what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
And you don't want to give somebody that kind of power. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to give them that type of power. That's dangerous.
It can be. It can be. It definitely can be dangerous on how that can go.
When you were talking about her giving you the power, or giving you the opportunity to get it, like she was like, hey, there's a place that's hiring over here. You should go look for it. Or are we talking like she knew somebody in it and talked to them and that's how you got the job. Is that what we
Well,
mean?
she knew somebody in it, knew there was a job available, managed.
No, like yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, are we talking like she, like for example, oh, I got a homeboy that works for the Department of Labor. They can help you get in with the job. Or are we talking like, hey, I know the manager of the Department of Labor. He can get you a job right now. I know for sure. Are we talking like that?
No, we talking like that. We talking like that.
No, okay.
Yeah, that's why Black Libertarian. I mean, your understanding of the thing is true because she really could just get you completely in total.
Yeah, and I got a tendency to piss women off, so I ain't doing it.
All right, I completely understand. Yeah, I completely understand. For this or that segment of this week,
Hold on, next gen games, $69.99. Y'all heard that rumor?
video games, 69. I did hear it. I'm okay.
Okay, yeah, I won't buy it till it's 50, but I don't mind the wait.
Yeah, I don't mind the wait neither.
Time anyway to do it. They can charge whatever.
I am going to be buying that Spider-Man game because it's very rare that we have black superheroes at number one. But for everything else, I can wait.
Prototype.
I mean, yeah, but
Yeah. Well, Prototype 2.
This is Black Spider-Man, my nigga. Black Spider-Man.
Prototype and watch.
I don't like Spider-Man at all.
Prototype and
Watch Dogs 2. But the thing about Watch Dogs 2 is,
2?
man, he spent way too much time being drunk. He should not have done that at all.
Hey, you actually like Spider-Man?
Yes, I'm a big
Everybody
Spider-Man
likes
fan.
Spider-Man.
Okay.
Yeah, everybody likes Spider-Man. He's just weird.
I don't like Spider-Man.
I know that's fine, but he's the third most popular superhero. He said he didn't like Superman either. I'm just like, who the hell don't like Superman?
I don't like Superman either.
Who do you like?
I like Batman, Deadpool, and the Joker. Because the Joker is a superhero in my book.
Joker is definitely a superhero in the book of Heath Ledger because I think his Joker did a really great job to stop crime in Gotham damn near 7 years before Batman came back.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Sure.
I know a lot of people get mad about that. Like he killed a whole bunch of people. Sometimes innocent people die in a revolution. Just saying. And most of the people he killed were criminals. He killed an innocent family. I mean, out of all the people who died in the Dark Knight, that innocent family was maybe 1/50th of the deaths. Just saying. But next gen games, we are still awaiting the PlayStation date when that happens. Some niggas gonna put down
and price point.
Yep.
Price point on Xbox and PlayStation 4. I think they're gonna be 400, but everybody else.
I think they might be 550.
Yeah, I was thinking it's probably gonna go 490.
Yeah, I'm thinking 550 to 700. I mean, I think $399 for the digital.
I mean, I want it. I would rather it go, but you know what? I think they're probably gonna do.
I mean, for you two, you can't do that because y'all share games anyway. So
no. What we're talking like just period. I'm talking. Wait, y'all talking about the game, or are we talking about the consoles?
Well, we're talking about the consoles.
Okay. Like, yeah, because we can't share. What the hell are you talking about? Anyway.
No. Everybody know the PlayStation workaround, nigga. That ain't no secret.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure
I know what you're talking about.
They're not gonna put the Pro and they're not gonna put like the Pro and stuff like that out just yet. They're gonna have like a $399 for the regular.
No, they're gonna have a Pro version in like 4 years, 3 years. But you're right. They're gonna have some. I think $399. I think the digital one being $399. I think is right. I think the physical edition, because they're going with the new types of Blu-rays, the ones that are double layered, I think they're gonna have to go with at least 550. But I could be wrong.
Hold on. What are you talking about? A digital game console? What you talking about?
So PlayStation's gonna have two types. There's gonna be one that only plays digital games, and one that does what we currently have, where you can play digital or physical discs.
Oh,
yeah, I'm only buying the one with physical.
I'm buying the digital one.
Xbox doing it too.
Yeah. I mean, if you mostly buy your games online from Sony, then yeah, the digital one makes sense because you save money on that because you're not gonna use it for anything else. And if you don't really, I mean, let's be honest, when's the last time a nigga put in a Blu-ray besides me rewatching Hunter x Hunter? Not very often.
True.
So
I watched Batman vs Superman 2 weeks ago.
I was actually just about to ask, like, what other differences does the digital one have over the?
That's it. That's the only difference.
No disc.
That's literally the only difference.
No disc.
Is no disc.
Even the
hard drive's the same size. The plug-in's the same size.
The price ain't gonna be different. You don't think the price gonna be like a little cheaper because you don't have
at least $100 cheaper, if not $150. I'm thinking.
Yeah, that's it. Okay, so it is.
Yeah. Price. Sorry. So yeah, no disc. And cost less at the beginning.
That means you always gotta wait for them sales to buy them games. Remember, digital game prices don't go down that fast, but sometimes.
What you really need to do is we need the details on what PlayStation 4 games are going to be available at launch. Because if all the PlayStation 4 games you currently play are going to be available, you can do whatever you want.
Backwards compatibility with consoles, that's another thing. It's supposed to be able to play PlayStation 4 games from a list, allegedly, but we'll see. And then Xbox is going to be just backwards compatible, period.
Now, let me answer this. Is it going to be only all games, or is it going to be certain?
They said it's going to be a list of the first 100.
The most popular ones, allegedly. But eventually, they're supposed to do the whole library. But right now, it's top 100, which more likely
Your Call of Duty, your Destiny
you
2,
got
so that
you
stuff will be
got it.
fine. Yep.
Monster Hunters, stuff like that. Something like this NASCAR Heat I'm playing right now.
Yeah, you
Good
might
luck
get
on
the
that one.
Division 2, you might not. Grand Theft Auto already told you they're gonna be there, so I mean, at least you know you're gonna get that one. Plus, they said they're giving you the game free upgrade to the PlayStation 5 version when it come out. So I mean,
Yep. Apparently they're not making no more games. They're just gonna keep Grand Theft
they're gonna
Auto for
flip out
10
GTA
years.
5 for life.
Yeah.
GTA 6 supposed to come out in 2021, bro.
I'll believe when I see it.
I don't think so.
Yeah, we're gonna do this and that. You ready, Armstead?
I'm ready.
Yeah.
Would you rather hang out with Batman or Killmonger for a day? I'm personally gonna take
I think I would kill. I think I hang out with.
Killmonger. I'm taking Killmonger.
I'm gonna hang out with the fucking
I know you want to hang out with white.
I'm taking Batman.
No, you said no. You didn't see. You said Batman, not Bruce Wayne. It's different.
I mean, it's the same person.
Batman.
I mean, it is, but it's not the.
The costume. The costume is Bruce Wayne, not Batman.
He's got you on a technicality there, Armstead. But I hear you. I hear you. But plus, man, like if you hung out with,
remember,
Batman's crazy, but you can have a lot of fun. He might almost try to kill you. Actually, no. None of us are teenagers, so we're safe. He's not going to try to get us to fight crime and die. R.I.P.
Only two of them died. Tim Drake and can't remember the other one.
A bunch of Batgirls died, my guy. A bunch of Batgirls died.
I don't want to care. We talking about
we're not talking about back.
One of them in a wheelchair. Arrow.
One of them became Oracle. I mean, I feel like at the end of it, I mean, in the Killing Joke, at the end of it, she was put in a wheelchair, but then she became a crime fighter of equal renown. So I mean, it's fine. Plus, she should have listened to Future when he said "mask off, fucking mask off," and kept that mask on.
Okay, I get you that.
All right. Which is worse, someone who can't clean up after their dog, or someone who doesn't clean up after their cat?
I think it's weird to own cats.
What?
Yeah, I think it's because the cats mostly clean up after themselves.
What's weird?
Cats aren't dirty. If you only own a cat.
Hold on. What's weird about them?
I'm making a shot at.
We know who you're talking about, and I feel very disrespected right here. Cats are awesome, and for the most part, as long as you give them food, and they're not mad at you, you're right. Black libertarian, they do clean up after themselves. But if you don't, cats are vindictive assholes who will pee on all your shit, and then you'll go down to Kung Fu Panda, and the rest will be history. But I'm voting with Team Cat too, because I mean dogs are nasty, but they only start eating your face if you don't feed them after like 3 days. But cats, they get mad at you, they pissing on all your shit.
Yeah, cats will shit on your stuff.
Yep, and they do it just not because they don't know where to go, but because they're feeling like being an asshole. No other reason. All right, number 3. When are you more annoyed by white women? When they invade your space when you're out in public, or when they decide to take over your school project or business meeting? Because Karen knows best. So Armstead, I'll give you 2 scenarios. Right now, you're in school, right? Are you more annoyed by a woman who is white, who comes in and tries to tell you how you're going to do your group project? Or are you more annoyed by you minding your own business? Like, let's say you're going to Walmart to get some parts. You pick up something, and a white woman comes up to you and says, "Excuse me, I was going to grab that." And you're like, no. Which one's more annoying?
White woman.
I mean, yes. Which white woman is more annoying?
These niggas said white woman. I say the one that bothers you in public.
I was going that way too. Because, I mean, in business, business is business. But when I'm out in public, like when I'm just like grabbing something and you want to start some drama, because
especially when the scene is being created, yeah.
All right.
White women and scene.
That's also true. All things considered, which is a better travel arrangement? A private jet or a private yacht?
Yacht.
Yeah. I love a yacht.
Jet.
You just want to enter the 8 Mile Club. You haven't done that in your life yet. That's what you say. Mile High.
No, I've been on a private jet and it's working.
Okay. All right. You know what? I'm gonna give you that. Now, this is the one that we said we were gonna do like 3 podcasts ago, but we didn't. Who has a better voice, Matthew McConaughey or Morgan Freeman?
McConaughey.
I'm bad with names. Matthew McConaughey is.
The dude from Savannah talk about like this with his molasses in his mouth.
The dude from the Lincoln commercials. The dudes from the Lincoln commercials.
What else was he in?
You ever get into Lincoln and think about taking a shit on yourself?
I mean, he's got a good one, but I gotta give it to Freeman, man. Every time
voice. That's what I'm saying. Voice and dialect is different. It's how he speaks. Matthew McConaughey, his dialect, how he speaks, is what makes him. His voice is okay, but Weston has a better voice. But I would rather listen to hours of Matthew McConaughey than my name is
But
Morgan
I
Freeman.
100% understand what you're going with. I 100%.
Yeah, but that one black guy too from the
Oh
old
yeah,
school.
he's pretty cool too. He's
Never
pretty
been
cool
safe
too.
in
What about you,
yeah,
Armstead?
him. But I'll go with Matthew McConaughey. I don't know who
Yeah,
Matthew McConaughey is.
I'm.
Okay,
Yeah, I don't
okay.
know who that
And
is.
Black Libertarian, you were team Matthew McConaughey too.
I'm bad with names, so I mean, if you can say something that would him oh,
I'm
that's who
gonna
that
send you.
is, then I'll be like,
I'm
oh,
gonna
okay.
send you something.
Let's
Go
see
ahead.
was he in Bridges of Madison? Was he in Bridges of Madison County? No, he wasn't in there, was he? He was in. You didn't watch True Detective? Did you watch Dallas Buyers? No. The general. Nope.
He was in Wolf on Wall
Wolf
Street. I'm
on
gonna
Wall
send.
Street.
That's the scene exactly that I was gonna send him.
Magic Mike.
I seen
He
Wolf
was
on
in
Wall
Wolf on
Street.
Wall Street.
Yeah, he was in
It
there.
was something older than
He
that.
was in there talking about beating his meat. You got to beat your meat 3 times a day.
Oh, the Dark Tower. He
He
was the
was,
enemy on
but
the
I just
Dark
put it in
Tower.
there. That guy, Armstead. I put it in the group.
Guy in Dark Tower. I mean, he was in something old that we're not thinking
He
of.
was in a lot of
I
shit. He
forgot
was in
about stuff to
I
do.
think it
That
was like
fool.
Lincoln something something. It was like he was living in.
Oh, yeah, that movie. That was a good movie.
It was. I mean, a great
Yeah.
actor. I'm not disagreeing at all,
I don't know about great. He's good.
dude. He acts very well.
He's
Him
not
and
really
True,
in. I
You haven't
mean,
seen True Detective
bruh,
then?
big
him,
movies.
yeah, True
I
Detective,
know,
bro.
but that's
But
TV.
sir,
You talking about movies? Like
you
you
Bruh.
gotta
can.
watch it. You can't just be like that's TV. All right. I'm not talking about Real Housewives of fucking Atlanta. I'm talking about like this is like a good fucking thing.
No, he was great.
He was in
Don't get me wrong.
Interstellar.
But what I'm
That's what I'm
saying
thinking
is,
of him from.
he doesn't have the
And it was the Lincoln Lawyer.
Oh yeah,
correct. He doesn't have the
Interstellar.
consistent greatness. He don't have the consistent greatness of somebody like
Well, I think
Leonardo
Leonardo DiCaprio's
DiCaprio
got
or
way better roles. Matthew McConaughey, I think
I
entered
mean,
into
I
the
agree.
game late.
No, he
That dude's been
didn't.
around since like
No,
the
he hasn't.
'80s.
Yeah, he has. Look at the movie
Oh
with the
shit, that's
treasure
right.
with
Yeah,
the girl.
you're right.
Fool's
He
Gold,
was in
something
Days
like
of
Correct.
that. I think
Confused
it's
in
called
'93.
Fool.
That was his
Yeah.
breakout role.
Yep. Contact '97.
I don't
I
remember
don't know if y'all
Contact
remember that.
'97.
Nah, bro.
Um,
He's a
I'll
good
tell you
actor,
what.
bro. If you can go from rom
Bro, I'm not
coms,
saying he's not. Yeah, I'm not saying he's not good. Good. I'm saying I just don't think he's great.
no, he's great, bro. If you go from Fool's
Nah, I don't think it's
Gold,
great.
a rom com, to True Detective, bro, that's a
It
leap
is.
in acting. I don't think you understand how big of
Tom
a
Cruise did the
Oh,
same
and he was in
thing.
Angels in
Tom
the
Cruise is
Outfield.
short as
Oh
hell.
yeah.
Correct. 90.
Oh, that guy. Oh, Natives in the Outfield.
That's
Okay.
the movie
That's a
from
lot of people in that
Uh,
'96.
movie.
It's
That's
the
the movie
movie
with
that this
Jet.
nigga remembers like it was yesterday. And it's actually '94. Don't come for me, niggas. Uh, this nigga's like, oh, this nigga, Angels in the Outfield. Oh, I got you. I know exactly who you.
I know what that is.
You're a national treasure, Armstead. Never change. Never. Which would you rather be able to have? A life note that will allow you to revive any person within an hour,
Death
or a
Note.
dummy note where you can influence people to do anything for up to an hour.
Dummy note all day.
oh yeah, W.
Death
You mean
Note.
life note?
Dummy note.
Death
Death note
Note.
is not an option. I think dummy note is better because you could dummy note and parlay yourself into hilarious situations. Like, is it true that you had a fight with the Rock and you won? Yeah, man. I told him he needed to back down, and he just wouldn't.
Oh,
I'll fight Brock Lesnar. I want to fight him. Brock Lesnar, nigga. That's who I'm gonna fight. Yeah, I
Yeah,
whip that
I
nigga ass.
beat him like he stole something. He don't want it again.
so hold on. That's what y'all would do
What's the
with the
problem?
dummy note. Okay.
I mean, no, we're just giving
No, he's just
examples.
giving an
Obviously,
I
example.
we
wouldn't
wouldn't
do
tell
that with
people
the
what we
W.
do with it.
Correct. All that cash that I be picking up from random
Cash,
places.
man. The
Oh,
fact that somehow you became the president of the United States and nobody remembers exactly how you got on the ballot or how you won.
I convinced them to release all the nukes at once and finally.
Exactly. This is why we making sure you
There we
don't get
go.
one of these. We making sure you don't get one of these. Thank you for that depressing fact, Black Libertarian. We're gonna end on this. Would you rather be stuck on an island with no hope of rescue, with Candace Owens acting extra black, or Doja Cat being her extra white man whore self?
Doja Cat all day. She fine as hell.
I mean, that plastic work is going to fall apart at some point, but I feel like as much as she doesn't like chocolate, I'm going to go with Candace Owens because at least there's a real woman there.
Yeah, she's so ugly though.
I don't think she's
She is
ugly.
not
That's how she's
ugly.
made her grifting thing. But you know what? If you find her to be ugly, That's fine. That's cool.
I don't think Doja Cat looks that good. Maybe I just ain't
I
seen
mean, no,
the picture.
Doja Cat I think looks
I
good, but I
agree.
know all the work is fake now due to the whole Doja Cat release tapes because she played herself. And now that I know that she added on her hips and she added on her thighs and she added on her breasts, it's not as appealing because it's not even that good work. Like this was like regular, average, everyday girl look. Like Nicki Minaj, like she just got some work done on her boobies and they are popping. You don't look like you got work done, and now that I know you have gotten work done, it's not impressive.
I don't think Candace
I
Owens
just,
is ugly.
No, I don't think she's ugly. Her
she's not
personality
ugly.
is, but so is Doja
Yeah,
Cat's.
yeah, yeah. Candace Owens is not ugly. She ain't fine or anything. Don't get me wrong, but she's
Exactly. You're
entitled
entitled
to
to
your
your opinion.
opinion.
I'm not going to
Yeah.
tell you how to think.
Hey, thank you for Black Libertarian for coming to the podcast. We appreciate you, and we got a way to do podcasts more often now, ladies and gentlemen, and much easier because I'm sitting here playing Rainbow Six
Crazy.
Siege. Yeah, I like this much easier. Just like we random podcasts, and we can do live casts on things that's going on. We'll just do this shit. We're gonna have more guests soon, so that's gonna be cool. A lot of things to look at in the future. We rarely talk about the future, but this will change the game, ladies and gentlemen. Everyone, thank you for listening in. Anything else to say, guys?
I think that's it.
Love you.
Oh,
Love
we
you.
got love.
I love you too.
Come on, and it's officially July, so it's this month is dedicated to the fish. So keep fish safe, and that's all.
Peace.